Hello, everybody. Right. Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? You must be sick of the sight of me, quite frankly, this week. Let me have a little sort out. I am like all over the place today. I've had a busy day, as some of you already know. It's a bit crazy. Please let everyone know about tonight's live because this live is off the chart awesome. You're going to love it. I've got things to tell you. I've got things to share with you. I've got things to show you. I have just got so much going on. You would not believe it. And I need to breathe. I need to settle down and go whew, just for a minute. So I'm going to check and have a look. Make sure you can all hear me. And I'm sure you can. But there's a lot of you here again already. Please let everybody know. You're fabulous, everyone. All right. I will wait a minute for a few more people to arrive. And hi again. Yeah, hello, it's me again. Let me just make sure I can go onto my page and do some sharing as well. So just while I wait for a few of you to arrive, and then we will get into the gorgeousness that is stuff. Lots of good stuff. Lots of positive, good stuff. Now, where am I, everyone? I'm on the wrong page. That's why I can't see what I'm doing. Bear with. Lisa, just, you know, when you get to the point where you can't see the wood for the trees anymore. Oh, come on. There we go. So share. Copy link. I'm always doing this. I get it wrong every time. Let me go back to my timeline. And let's share. Here. Yes, I've done it. Okay. So I don't know if it's going to be quiet tonight, I don't know if it's going to be busy tonight. I'm really hoping you can let everyone know tonight, simply because I hope people don't think my show about half an hour ago was the live. This is the actual Friday night live, which you all need to be part of, because I've got so much to talk to you about, things you probably don't know about, things that are coming up tomorrow on Create and Craft, things that are on special deals as well. So please let everyone know. I'm going to say a few hellos and a few shout outs. Please let me know if you're a newbie, if you haven't seen my lives before. I'll introduce myself and let you know, because we've had a lot of new followers since we were on the live with HSN and Crafters Home. So we've had a busy week and a lot of new followers, which is brilliant. But many of you won't know who I am. Many of you will, obviously, or you're sick of the sight of me. Danny's quite pleased because he hasn't had to speak to me for about a week. So let's say a few hellos to people. There are 317 of you here, so I won't get through all of you, but I will say as many as I can. So hi Mandy, hi Lindsay, and apologies, I've taken my hairband out. I had my lovely hairband in earlier, but I've got hot and sweaty, and I've just taken it out just to getting itchy behind my ears. Hi Heather. Your first time here, Heather. Welcome. You are going to enjoy this, I hope. It's very relaxed, very laid back, but I give you a lot of information. I talked to you about upcoming products, I talked to you about upcoming shows, I talked to you about what's going to go on the website, all sorts of goodness, and we have a lot of goodness tonight. We really do. So welcome. Hi Rebecca Jane, where do you like and share? If you just I think you have to, can somebody help share, because I'm very rubbish at the sharing. There we go, there's a thumbs up sign. Thank you Julia, already you are on it. Hi Miriam, hi Karen, lovely to see you Karen. Hi Julie, hi Con, hi Vicky, put your arm down Lisa. Hi Barbara, hi Jenny, Hi, Lindsay. Have you been shopping yet? Hi, Shelley. Is it lovely in Michigan? Is it nice and sunny? Did I see you on the HSN live? I think I might have done. Or was that Becky? I can't remember. I think I might have seen you. Hi, Cheryl. Don't be daft. Karen, you might. Well, Danny gets fed up of seeing me, I have to say. Right, so you can hear me. I'm only at the bit where you're saying you can hear me, so there's a lot, and you've all liked and shared. You are a wonderful bunch, an absolutely wonderful bunch, and it's really important actually because we have got viewing from Pennsylvania. Wow, what's it like in Pennsylvania? Again, I'm not very good at the weather in the different areas, but I would imagine it's quite nice, isn't it? Here it's been windy and it's been raining, but it's been bright sunshine as well. So it's been a very weird day. Yeah, loads of you here. I won't keep commenting because there is a lot to comment, lots of you to speak to. Right, let's get all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. It's taken me a while. A lot of scrolling. I get all the way down. I've got a deja vu feeling. I'm sure I saw you a little while ago, maybe about half hour ago, yes. So that's a bit of exciting news as well. I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited. Right, liked and shared. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Hi, Emma. Hi, Jennifer. Right, okay. I will leave the comments just for the moment and start talking because we've got a lot to get through. I've got my drink with me, so if I stop and have to have a little guzzle, I apologise, but I've been doing nothing but talking for the past few days. So let's start out with massive thank yous. Massive thank yous. I did a live about half an hour ago to Crafters Home, who are a bunch of independent craft shops. And I'm going to be doing a workshop for them. This is in North America. I'm sure it's North America. Again, I'm so rubbish. I am just so rubbish at directions. Not directions. Yeah, it is directions, isn't it? Or geography. I'm just awful. And I'm tired. So I'll be doing a fabulous workshop in November for them online. We did our live to HSN, which I was so thrilled to be asked to do. I cannot tell you. When they asked me, I was like, oh, really nervous. And I had a great time. Time goes so quickly and it is short, but thrilled to be there. They put the products live as well onto HSN and my products were there and it was just amazing. We're working with other people as well, which we will talk about another time. We've got lots going on with scrapbook.com as well, so that's all the international people. Some I can't talk about yet as well. We've got another amazing YouTube coming up with a fabulous lady who I adore, which I'll tell you about closer to the time as well. So let's talk about next week. Let's talk about shows. Now, next week is the launch of I said this last week, the anniversary birthday Hochanda event. So Hochanda had their birthday, in August, and they normally have a big birthday event. But obviously Create and Craft have theirs in April, and as I said, can't have two birthdays, so they've called it, I think it's an anniversary event, and I'm proud to be able to say that I'm launching the event. Now, it's a big show. I will warn you, it's a big show, and I think I did say this to you, it was going to be a big show. Orange and green juice tonight. I don't know what colour it's. I dread to think when I turn the camera over what it's going to be, but my desk is chaos, so please bear with me. Yeah, so it is a big show, but it is broken down into components. Now, I'm led to believe product is live. Product is listed at the reduced price as well. Now, when the stock has gone, it's gone. There is no more stock. There is absolutely nothing. I have been fleeced for stock, let me tell you. So make sure you get what you want from Create and Craft, because I'm not sure. I have to work out finances and things. I am not sure if I can bring in the stock again this side of Christmas. Okay, so please, product is live and in my basket, Claire. There we go. So have you noticed you are launching a lot of shows? Yes. I have, which is a good thing, and it's a nice thing. It's nice to be asked. Yes, all live and reduced. That is brilliant. Okay, when am I on CNC? So, okay, my shows are. There's a lot of shows coming up. So let me break it down. So we have the new and exclusive, which is on Wednesday the 24th, and that is 4 p.m., 8 p.m., and 8 a.m. Now, because of the success of my craft extra with the fabulous Doris, as we all know her, Dawn Wheeler, I'm staying on after 8 a.m. and we are doing another craft extra at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. So you are going to get a lot of me on Thursday, basically 8 o'clock on the regular channel, and then craft extra, which you can watch. I'm terrible at this, aren't I? You can watch on YouTube, definitely, Craft Extra Live. And I think you can watch it on Sky 673 as well. So hopefully you'll be able to pick up some of those shows. So that's that out of the way. So at least you know what's going on and when you can see me this week. Then I'm taking a break from TV until the 12th of September. I'm having a little bit of time off. US Cranecraft doesn't have the blooming marvellous individual. The rest are bundles. Not at all, Karen. Is it not there at all? Have you seen it and it's sold out, or is it just not there? I think what they said to me earlier was that they were going to put the bundles on initially because there was so much product that they needed to load for me tonight that they were doing the photography in bundles. So it could be that it won't be till tomorrow. So keep an eye out for it. If not, let us know, and I would drop my buyer a message to say that it hasn't appeared on the US side. Okay. Because that is a beautiful one. It really is beautiful. They're all beautiful, but that is particularly beautiful as well. So yeah, so I'll be going off of TV until the 12th, okay? Sounds not a long time, but it is. It's about 2 or 3 weeks for me, so I'm a little bit of a step back. But we will be doing an exclusive launch on our YouTube channel, which we'll talk to you about next week. Okay, nothing big, just something a little bit exclusive to say thank you for your support over this past, particularly this year. You have been just the most amazing people that I could ever wish to be surrounded by. You're just wonderful, and I just want to give you a big thank you and do something private for you all. So everyone can order, US, UK, anywhere in the world you can order, and we'll ship to you. So that's fine. So going back to the shows on Wednesday. Now, I've been told I can tell you this, but there is a free gift with purchase. So everything you buy on my shows of these products, there is a free gift. Okay, so I am allowed to show you now. What you're going to get is a double stencil, so basically a layering stencil, value of $9.99. And this will be one per customer. So if you order 3 times, you're not going to get 3 stencils. You are going to get one stencil, one free gift with your purchase. Okay, so if it's per customer, not per purchase, per customer. Let me get that right. So what you're going to be able to get is this beautiful layering stencil. Okay, so you're going to get the 2 stencils at the top here, and they're going to create this beauty down the bottom. You can overlay it, you can twist it, you can do all sorts of things with it. And obviously it's going to be coming with our elements down the side, which are going to work in your platform. I do not think I don't know, I haven't looked because I've been live elsewhere. I do not think it shows you, maybe it does show you, that this is going to be your gift with purchase from me, valued at $9.99, 250 micron mylar stencil. But be aware, there is a limited number. There is a lot, I can tell you that here and now. There is a lot, and it's not just a few hundred, there are thousands, because Danny has been in the garage, and Sue will vouch for the fact that she hasn't seen Danny for a few days. So he's been in there cutting these as we speak. Oh, what have you given me there? What's that? Did you order that for me?
Yes.
Or is it yours?
Yeah, it's yours. I ordered it for you.
Oh, ooh. Because I've got a flaming snack wrap I'm going to have after my live. Oh, bless him. Right. We will talk about the inks in a minute. We'll get to the inks. We'll get to the inks, honestly. It doesn't show the free stencil, but you will get gift with purchase. So you will get the gift with purchase. Okay. Now, let's talk about what we've got in the show. Now, there's also, do you remember we did for Christmas that thing where they did the 12 days of Christmas, and every day there was a gift, not a gift, there was an exclusive web product available. Well, there's going to be a web product again. So last time we did it, we had the Starry Night embossing folder and the ribbons and bows, and that was web exclusive. It wasn't on the show, but it was on for the 12 days of Christmas. It was for that day only. Okay. Now, I do not know if I'm supposed to show you this, and I probably will be hung, drawn and quartered. I will go back and do the times again in a minute, I promise you. But we do have one of those again. Okay. So what we have got is, I'm not sure I'm supposed to show you this. I might be in trouble for this, but you're going to get these. Oh my God, watch what else I'm going to show you. You're going to get these stamps with dies. And then this little beauty is free. She's free with the dies. Now, I do not know what day this will be on, right? Because I do not know. I forgot to ask if I'm allowed to share this with you. So you're going to buy these at a really good price, and then that's been thrown in as well. Whichever one you consider, because they're both the same price. So one of these is going to be thrown in as well. So make sure you get that, because that is a limited time offer. And I can tell you now, there's not thousands of them. Okay. There isn't. So when they are gone, they are gone. So just be aware that is coming. If you want it, remember you're going to get 3 stamps and 3 dies. No, 4 stamps and 4 dies. 3 stamps and 3 dies. And then that. Beautiful. Okay. So that's not even the show. So that's going to be an online deal. I'm not sure of the day. I don't know if it's my launch day or not. I've got a few samples of that. So let me show you the samples of that. And it will give you an idea of if you are interested in that, or whether to look out for it or not look out for it. So we haven't even covered my show yet. This is what is the extras, okay? So they're cute. They are too cute. Let me just show you. Look at that. Cute as a button, eh? That's one. Let me bring you another one. And this is the other one. So these are the 2 fairies. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. And then let's give you another one in her ice skates. Okay. Is she modelled on anyone? Rebecca Jane, I'd like to say me, but I don't think so. And then this one. Okay, I think this is the right one. There you go. Okay. So when are these launched? Don't know which day it's going to be. I have a feeling it might be the day I launch, but I'm not 100% sure. So you're going to need to check the website every day during the event to see which day I am on. I have a feeling they probably will do it the first day, but I'm not sure. I think it is. So just a few little samples just to give you an idea. So if you want those, they will be available as the special deal. All right. So let's get into the new and exclusive. Oh no, let me tell you something else. Tomorrow, click of the day. You know, we've done the bijou brushes, the stencil brushes. We did the messy mats. Tomorrow, click of the day is my watercolor Euphoria palettes at a cracking deal for one day. Okay, these are on Roycin. These are on Create and Craft. I don't know where you're from, but they are Create and Craft UK. But we do sell internationally, or they sell to the USA as well. So if you're UK or USA, I think Ireland. Yeah, Claire's in Ireland. Yeah, so they should be available. 2 weeks time they become available on my website, so if that's thatcraftplace.co.uk. So if you do get stuck, in a couple of weeks you should be able to pick them up from me or a local retailer. So we all know we're going to get a gift until the gift runs out, and Danny says I just physically cannot cut anymore. Okay, so let me bring in the samples as well, because I'm going to turn you over to my overhead in a minute, and you're going to look at my desk and go, and then we're going to talk about inks, and we're going to talk about the date as well. Okay. Let me bring products. So I've got my box of samples. There's so many here. So okay, the show launches 4 p.m. on the 24th. Product is now live. When it's gone, it's gone. There is no more product. There is no more at all. And as I said, we don't know if it's going to be. Sorry about the, we're on the route to the hospital, so we always get the noise going past the window. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more in before Christmas, but I will do my best to promise you. Okay. I didn't know there was a free stencil. Nice surprise. Okay, we'll talk about the inks in a minute, because there's a few things I want to tell you about the inks. Nothing bad, good stuff about the inks, but I need to talk to you about the inks so you can make an informed decision whether you want bundle 1, bundle 2, or you want to. I want it all. Okay, so there's deals to be done on those as well. Lots and lots going on. So this is why I was saying this is one of those that I do know is a considered purchase, which is why I've left the gap. Which is absolutely why I've left the gap. Now, we've got 6 embossing folders and dies and 5 stencils. And I'm just going to separate these into some kind of order, because I've been working down. I've done lots of quick snappy videos with these as well, which will be launching over the next few days, one per day, as I can get them done. Okay, so actually let me put the samples down first of all. So I'm going to turn you to my overhead. Excuse my desk. Excuse my desk. For goodness sake. So you've got my computer in the background, you've got my sweets on the desk, you've got my lip salve, everything is just absolute chaos. So I apologise profusely for the state of everything, but I barely had a chance to breathe. Now, let's clear it all away, but at least you know I'm not always perfectly organised, and I do work in a little bit of a mess sometimes. Okay, let's pop that there. Get the sweets out of the way. You must think I live on sweets. I don't, honestly. So I'm going to leave my mouse there. It's not disturbing anyone, I don't think, but I'll leave that just there. Okay. See, the fruit pastels are there again. It's quite tidy. Oh, goodness me, do you think? I've just ordered both bundles. Okay. I will talk to you about them in a minute. I need to find my bit of paper. I did my testing. Okay, there we go. Now, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to have a quick swig of my drink. You should see my desk. Yours is pristine. Do you know what? Honestly, I'm a bit of a clean freak. In my home and in my crafting. And I'm having a few meltdowns at the moment, simply because I'm not juggling things very well at the minute. And I'm discovering that I can't cope with all of it. Either I need a cleaner, which I'm not getting, or somebody to replicate me and be able to do what I do. You saw me with Carla last night. I enjoyed that immensely, and I will talk about that at the end as well, because we have the lovely Sharon Curtis on next week as well, which is amazing. Now, so, lots of comments. Okay. Let's start here. The inks, I couldn't write. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason the inks are in a bundle at the moment is that I don't have the full quantity here. And if I split the inks, I could not offer you them at a good price. I'd have to give you them at full retail price. Now, I think when you see me use them, you'll understand why. Personal assistant, I do need that. Love watching you on HSN. Wish you had. Oh, I do, Christina. I loved that. Suzanne was awesome. And to see my product actually on air with Adam was like, oh my goodness, this is just crazy. I didn't even know it was coming. So that was, for me, that was even more of a high moment for me. Early in the morning, but I didn't mind that. I would have done it at any time, day or night. It's absolutely worth it. So the reason I didn't do these is obviously I couldn't give you the price. When the rest of the shipment arrives, which is at the end of October, I will be separating them for you. So those of you who can't afford them, please don't stress. I will be offering them separately on the website. Okay. Another thing I need to talk to you about in a minute about inks, let's get through this first and we'll do one thing at a time, because otherwise I'm going to overload you and you will in the end walk away and go, I don't know what she was talking about. So embossing folders, we all know my folders rock, don't they? They absolutely rock. And we are now on, let me see what my latest number is here, because I had a big delivery yesterday and the latest one is 102 here, and I think we're now up to close to 120. All right, so I'm trying not to order the bundle but finding it hard. Do the bundles contain all the colors? They contain everything from a yellow up to a dark gray. They do not include a black, but we will talk about the reason why in about 15 minutes. Miss P is a darling and she's asleep on the sofa next to me. She's been a sweetheart. Okay, right. So thank you, Nicky Nakinu. They rock. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And nothing compares to them on the market. Love you, Christina. I love you. Thank you. And I think North America are going to get more of these now after the class. There's been lots of interest, so I'm super happy. Hi, Crafty Becky. Thank you for joining me on HSN as well. So let's look at these. So this is your scroll folder. Now I'm going to open all these and show you everything. Okay. Inside here, I adore this. This does not come with a stencil. I just felt I didn't need you to spend $17.99 on a stencil for this. It just wasn't worth it. And thank you, Patricia. Thank you. So what we've done is we've given you the scroll and the outline cutting die. Now let me bring in my black piece of card and just show you this. So there is a video coming, a video short, which we're coming on Create and Craft. I think it's today, tomorrow, over the weekend. You just knocked yourself off. What are you doing? So there we go. I don't know if you can see that, but within that, let me see, you might be picking it up, but there are these little bits in it that make it look like, I'll take it out the packet, Lisa. Take it out the packet. It makes it look like it is, there's bits in it. See what I mean? Like it's old paper. So when you use your inks, it's going to grab all of those bits, okay? It's lovely, okay? The scroll comes with a die. Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes I think people go, oh, Lisa's folders are really expensive, but they're actually not, because you get these, or you pretty much, and I have done for a long time now, if we've got artwork rather than a background, what we find is it's best to do a die with it as a matter of course. So, yeah. So we're going to do, we've always done it and we will continue to do that. We have got next year, I cannot begin to tell you. I want to talk to you about something and I can't tell you yet, because we are doing something so different with embossing folders. You will not believe what I'm going to show you, but I cannot tell you. Miriam Dawn have seen a prototype and it's just next level. Okay. So that's your scroll. Okay, so that is how that comes, and you're going to use that on its own, and you'll see a lot of the girls have used it with the script sentiment, like the stamp, and it actually works beautifully well with with script sentiment. And do you know what I also found is screw your paper up as well. It sounds ridiculous. Screw your paper up. Give it a little bit of a tear, even more than I've put into the artwork for you. And just play with this one, because I think you're going to get an awful lot of use out of this. And wait till you see what it looks like. And you'll see why I did scroll. Wait till you see what it looks like when you've got the flowers and that with it. So let's talk about the flowers now. This is your spring anemone. Oh, Lisa, when you get your new place, though, honestly, you are going to have a ball. This is your spring anemone. Now you're going to see, we talked about, you loved the corners, didn't you? That pansy corner I did. So what I've decided to do with a few of them, rather than making it like a square corner, we're going to do a lot of folders that are kind of corners, if you like. So you're going to be able to add things around and still get your sentiment in, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Now, as I said, they're all available individually. There is a mega bundle for everything, but there is a bundle that hopefully, there is an embossing folder combination that you might like on their own. All right, I adore this. So we turn this round, and you're going to get your die with it as always, which is beautiful. Okay, the second one, can I do a Lily of the Valley? There might be one that is on the container. It's all I can say, Heather. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm sure there is. So now this has got the vibes of the wildflower. Do you remember the purple? It was green and purple packaging, and it was stunning. So this has got those vibes. These have got big, bold blooms in them, and it's slightly softer rather than the sharp edges of that one. This is outstanding. Okay, you want to tell me about the flexi buy? Is it easy? Yes, it is very easy, Hannah. When you get to checkout, it asks you if you want to opt for flexi buy. So this is the second one, and again, it comes with the outline die. This is a big die, this one, but these are all 5x7, so they're all going to fit on a 5x7 card. This is my favourite. This is the daisy corner. I've not taken these all out of the packaging. So this is your daisy corner. So when we turn this over, you can see it doesn't look very cornerish there, but it is a lovely corner. Okay, and it is just beautiful. The artwork is stunning, and the results are fabulous. Now, let's move it up a gear, and let's show you how outstandingly talented my team are when you see the samples of this particularly. It is beautiful. It is just stunning. So this is a background in essence, but it isn't, because when I turn this over, there's a reason individually why this is £1 or £2 more expensive. And when we flick this over, I think this is phenomenal value for money. So you get your die that cuts the whole thing out. And then you get 3 more dies. I want to cut that up. You get 3 more dies. And it's going to cut out your bloom, your bloom, and your bloom. So you can now decoupage your 3D folders, which takes some, not 4D, not 5D. These are just double 3D. They're lovely. Decoupage go. Absolutely. That is, isn't it, Rebecca Jane? So these are stunning, absolutely stunning. So you're going to get the 4 dies, and you're going to get this as a folder, which you can cut out if you want or not. The next one, I haven't done anything quite like this. The next one is gorgeous as well, and the samples I've got are just beautiful. So this is your bouquet. Look at this. It's the cutest ever. It has got fine detail in it. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. Turn this around. So you've got your bouquet, you've got your bow and everything in here. And this is going to fit into your vase of florals. If you cut that vase off at the bottom, honestly, it is just lovely. So these are the embossing folders. Now, they're not in any particular order, but let me show you the stencils. So here are your stencils that coordinate. So let's go. Actually, I'll try and do it properly. So this is your stencil that coordinates, and you're going to get In this one, you get 6 5x7 stencils. So use your stencils on their own, use your stencils with the dies, use your stencils, you know, with your embossing powders, like with your clear Versamark pads, all sorts, loads of ways of using these. How long does it take me to design one fold? It can take me a week. Take me a week. They take me ages, and the stencils, oh my days. Sometimes I lose the will to live with them. I absolutely do, but they are absolutely worth the hassle. They really are. So that's your Blooming Marvellous. Let's put that at the bottom. Here is your layering stencils for your beautiful, beautiful posy, which is Tide Bouquet. Turn that over, and you get a lot of stencils in this one. This one gives you 9 stencils. So again, great value for money. Stunning. I'm missing a stencil here. The next one is our, I think my daisy one's down there because I was using it. This is your anemone. Okay, beautiful. And then we have our gorgeous blooms and berries. Look at that. I just adore that. I adore that. I adore them all. And then this corner one, let me grab it. Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Have I missed it? I don't know where my packaging's gone. It's here because I've used it. I think I might have popped it away because I was, I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, so obviously there is a stencil to go with that as well. Okay, so let me show you some finished samples of these just so you can have a look, and then we'll talk inks. Okay, now these are all in a box. They're in no particular order because I unpackaged them all today, but as you know, most of you, I've had the busiest of days. So let's have a look. So let's start. Let me start with, where do I start? So this is your beautiful, beautiful, let me bring it in and show you this. Put this down here. I know it's a bit, there you go, just like so. How utterly stunning is that? So let me have a look, see if I've got another one in here of that. Yes, I have. Look at this. Look at that. It is just a most beautiful folder, the most beautiful folder ever. And again, if I turn it this way, look at that. So again, using it with all your other products, you know, all of these stamps you've got in your stash as well. Let me have a look, see if I've got another one. No, I'm going to leave it there for that one. I've got a ton of samples. Let me grab, another box here. I'm just going to grab another handful. Okay, let me see what I can show you. Hang on. Oh, look, this one as well. Look at this. Look at that. So pop it in your vases. Honestly. How cool is that? So that's your first one. That is your anemone, if that's one you're interested in. You might be cherry picking what you like. You might not want everything. You might just want to cherry pick. This is now the daisy corner. Let me find the daisy corner. Let me show you white on white first on the daisy corner. The daisy corner. Can you just see? It's hard to show you on my camera, white on white. I'm not quite like the TV cameras. There's your white on white. And can you see here? Look at this. This is your scroll in the background. Yeah, Rose, they're always putting an album for you with the show date normally. So you should be able to find those. Now, look, really simple. Look at this. I love this, but it's Karen. Yep, I knew it was Karen. Look at that. Decoupage, just beautifully, absolutely stunning. And another one here. Look at that. Just the stencil. Just the stencil. Looks like a sunflower, doesn't it? It is just amazing. Amazing. Let me just scroll down because I can't see the comments. Okay. Everyone goes quiet while I'm showing samples. Now let me show you the Tide Bouquet because I think this is just a little cutie. that becomes, look at this, just look at this. Can you see this? How about that for a wedding card? Look at that. Right, if you can't see that very well, let me grab another one here, which you are going to go, oh, wow. Look at that. Look at this. How pretty is that? I just love this. I just absolutely love this. I've got so many samples of all of these. And another one. How divine. And these are the easiest to colour. I cannot tell you. They are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, my numbers have dropped, and I'll tell you for why. There's many of you have gone to Create and Craft now, and that's what I know what you like. I know what you like. This is your Blooms and Berries. I'll turn that way because that is a cracking one as well. Wait till you see this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I just adore every single one of these. Bring in another one. Again, off the page. Isn't that outstanding? I just can't even. Do you know what? I sometimes think I can never improve on the folders, and then I see the samples. Oh, look what I've just found in here, actually. Look at this type of K. Look at that. Oh, it's upside down, actually. Silly woman. How cool. Love that. So let me find some more. Oh, look, here we go. Here we go. Look at this with the scroll. Just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. I have to do this. I have to show you the samples because I think sometimes it's very hard to judge when you just see the embossing folder. So do you want to see the samples of this one as well? Now, oh look, I've got another one of these type of cases as well. I've just come across. Okay, there's so many samples here. Now, oh, I've got another daisy. I've got another daisy. Look at that. So pretty. These are so pretty. Can't tell you. And this is only half of the set. Now, I'm going to leave that for a minute. I need to talk to you about that one. Okay, so let's talk about Blooming Marvellous. And let's talk about if you just want an element of Blooming Marvellous. So what have you missed? Sonia, you've missed loads. But you can definitely catch up. And then a different colour. Okay, and one more of that. We'll show you actually two more of that. We'll show you a landscape. Oh no, an upside down landscape. And then my team, aren't they just awesome? Aren't they just awesome? That's the splat stamps in the background if you've got those. Now, let me see if I've got another couple. I wanted to do a couple of other ones I wanted to show you, which are, now you know that anemone. This is what I wanted to show you. Look at this. So start thinking about this. Start thinking about using them like this because they are the cutest ever. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the one I showed you right at the beginning that is here. So look at the difference between. So there's your embossing folder, card 1, which is stunning, card 2, which is stunning, but you wouldn't actually go, that's the same thing, because they look so different. They look so different. So I wanted to show you these because I wanted you, oh, and there's another one of those as well, look, and again, completely different. So I don't envy you to start making choices. I really don't. Oh, look. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how you're going to choose. And I thought, I'm leaving it for you to decide. I can't decide for you. Let's bring in another scroll. I've got another scroll in here. I've got quite a few scrolls. Hang on. Where's my scroll gone? No, that's not a scroll. Hang on. Look at that landscape scroll. Look at that. It's a scroll in the background. Text on it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, oh look, no, what? Hang and see what I mean? I'll keep going. There are so many samples. I can't tell you. Look at that. Type of cape. Now you know why I did the wrap. Now you know. Anyone got a kidney? I'm hovering, shall I, shan't I? I can't answer that for you. I cannot answer that for you, but you I love the flower boxes. Is there a tutorial? There is a die coming. There is a die coming. I'm just waiting for the artwork to be approved, and there is a die coming for that. I can tell you that now. So if you're on the fence or you're not sure how to do it, we will be making the job a lot easier for you. Okay, but I'm sure there are tutorials that you will be able to have a look at. Now let me move all these out of the way because we need to go on to something else now. I'm going to show you just a couple. Look at that. I just love that. Look at that scroll. I love that scroll. Very different, isn't it? Very different. And you're going to pick it up with a lot of your products as well, in my opinion. So like, I don't even know why that's there for a minute. Let me move these out of the way. Sorry, I've just got to put these back beautifully because I don't want to damage any of these for TV. So let me take them out of the way and then we'll get into the inks. Okay. Let me just grab that. There are a few coming back in stock items as well. Let's pop all these down to one side. A few coming back into stock items. But look at this. This is one of them, the flower, which is a stamp, stencil and die. We have low stocks of these. This is the last one I've got enough stock of to bring to TV. But we've popped it with the scroll, so there is some of these if you want them, but they don't have an embossing folder. I don't really think they need them, to be fair. So I think with the scroll, just beautiful. Okay. And then the other one that's coming back is the beautiful sunflower, because I had to reorder that because you like that. You liked it a lot. And then the scroll once more. Look at that. Just there you go. So everything is in one bundle, or you can buy it individually. Okay. But stock has been loaded now. I am not there till Wednesday. Okay. I'm going to turn you back a minute. I'm not there till Wednesday. If it's gone by Wednesday, it's gone by Wednesday. I will still be there. I will still be there. But if it's gone, it is gone. So I'm going to, do not laugh at my drink. I size of my bottle. I drink one of these a day. Okay. Facebook keeps stopping. Hop on over to YouTube because that should be better. Facebook can be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, yes, there will be. There will be a bundle deal again because I'm aware that we only air freighted half in, and we only air freighted half in simply because it was too expensive to air freight everything. So I'm going to talk to you about ink pads. Now, this will help you make a decision or not. I don't know. Let me just grab another one of the blue inks. I put my one of the red inks. Sorry, apologies. Hang on, have I got sugar candy or strawberry sundae? Right. Okay. Now, I will tell you a couple of reasons for a couple of things which you need to be aware of. So, there are two types of ink pads you will have seen on the website. They are blending and pigment. Now, I had to make a decision about colours. I mean, goodness me, there are a ton of colours that I wanted, and I couldn't justify every single colour. Now, I've gone The colour that is missing is brown. But brown is missing because you can make brown. You can make it brown. You can make it with 2 or 3 colours if you want to. And I found that actually I use brown the least of everything. But in the next release, there will be a brown. There isn't black in this. And I'm going to grab my black ink because there is a black. There is a black, but the black is different. Now, Miriam has had kittens over the black. She adores the black. And I understand why she likes it. Now, we'll talk about the black after we've gone through the rest of the colours. So I'm going to put you overhead again. Okay. And try and help you make sense of what you want and what you need. Now, I'm going to get a little brush out. I should have had these over with me. And I didn't because I'm rubbish, actually. Let's bring in, cut the brushes. Hang on a second. I'm just going to bring in a few brushes, just a few brushes. So this is going to give you an idea of what you might like. Now, I'm also going to bring in my new platform. So for those of you in the UK, the Ultimate is back in stock for the show. For those of you outside of the UK, I made you a promise that I would be bringing you an alternative tool that would do the same job. And I've done it. Okay, I've done it. I can talk about it freely now. It is in transit and it will be available in the USA. I can't talk about where at the moment because I'm in discussions with somebody about it. But it will be available in the USA. And you will have your peg system, you will have all your markings, you will still have your mats. Came over from Facebook as it keeps stopping. Yeah, I think Facebook's playing up, isn't it? That's why I think a few people have disappeared. And on the back, we have a scoreboard 0 to 9.5, basically. So you can do all your increments. If I say score at 6, score at 3.5, whatever. It's inches. Okay, it is not. It's on. Is it? Don't know, is it 1/8 of an inch? I'm not very good with my inches, but it's all in increments. So it's perfect for the USA as well. So I'm trying to make sure everybody is involved. So that will be shipping October. All right. But for those of you in the UK, you have your regular Ultimate platform, but this is available. It will be available in the UK as well. Okay. Now, if you look here, you see this element here. Mine's a prototype, so yours will be in better condition. And in here, you will find. Now, mine are all stored in here, just for me. You will have your ball tool. You will have your extra pieces. Okay. The other end, you're going to have a pickup tool. And we're looking at quilling tools and other tools that you'll be able to adapt. So, okay. So that is your tool. Now, you won't see the black on Create and Craft. I'll talk to you about the black after, I promise. So let me grab a piece of card. Have I got a nice piece of my smooth card? I bet you I haven't. Let me look in my little bag and see what I've got. Let's see if I've got a piece I can turn over. Hang on a sec. I was practicing as well with my. Look at I'm doing my practice with my inks. So cool, so cool. Let me see if I've got ink everywhere. I'm just trying to find a piece of card that hasn't got ink on it. I seem to have abused every piece of card I have in the building. No, let's get a fresh piece out. So we have got a set of cardstock on the show, which is limited edition cardstock. It's a neutral card pack. It isn't my super smooth, but it's a super quality card. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of card so this makes sense, a lot of sense to you. Now, when I talk about blending and pigment, your blending ink will have a B on it. Your pigment will have a P on it. In normal circumstances, a pigment will be a wetter ink that has a longer open time for you to do your embossing. This doesn't. This is for detail. So I've screwed my piece of paper up stupidly. Now, when I say detail, I'm talking about this kind of detail. So this is a stamp, and this is stamped with pigment, okay? It's stamped with pigment ink. It's kind of a buildable ink. So what I'd say is you stamp with your platform once, you'll get a fine image. Stamp a second time and you will get the most crisp image you can imagine. It is beautiful. You can heat set it and then use your alcohol markers with it. But this is one of those inks that I think is going to be great, like when you don't want a black ink, when you're doing some inking, you're doing some flowers, you're doing some pretty backgrounds, you've got my splat stamp or the script stamp, anything you've got detail, this is going to be your ink, right? So what we did is we did the coordinating colour in a blending ink. Now, this is a pigment ink as well. So again, you need to do it a couple of times to get that very, very fine detail, but do it a couple of times, okay? Do it a couple of times because it's worth it. Carol, my pigment inks aren't a slow drying pigment ink. They're different. You cannot do that with them. You can, I'm sure Miriam said a blending ink she was okay with. I think, Miriam, if you're here, can you just clarify that? Because I haven't got my phone here. So when you look at the packaging, they look blue. When you take this off, it looks a really dark blue. When you take that off, it looks a light blue. What you need to remember is it is the same pigment within the ink. Okay, so the tone is the same, but that is going to be lighter because it's got a chalky finish. So you're going to have a white in it. So it's going to turn that from a ink that sinks in to a matte finish that sits on the top. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to show you just with one colour, maybe two, because time it's 57. But let me show you with stencils, okay? I've got mine here. Let me just show you with the stencils what I mean, all right? So I'll pop, and if you look at the pigment ink, you can see, look at the surface. It's very different to your regular pigment ink, which would normally be a foam. So this dries quicker, okay? And it isn't for using with your embossing powders, okay? Just so you know. So this one you can, even though it's a blending ink, this one is for your detailed stamps, okay? So if you want to get crisp results like this, you want the pigment. And if you want your ink to be vibrant, you want the pigment. If you want to do your embossing, you want the blending, okay? So I will cover all this on TV, but it's best I tell you now that they work beautifully together. By that, I mean you can put this ink down, then you can put this over the top to get a huge depth of colour. So actually, this isn't probably the best stencil to give you that on. Let me do it with one of the new stencils. Okay, let me grab one of the new ones. This is very off-piece. This is nothing like what I was supposed to be doing. So let me just bring in this, for example. I've just grabbed a random one and we're using blue ink. So we're not even using the right colour ink. I'm just doing this to show you, okay? So I'm not even going to pick the right stencil. Let's pick stencil number 2. All right. So this is the leaf. So if I pop this down, okay, and what you also need to remember is these are quite juicy. These. So I want you to dab off before you ink because they are fresh, they are new. As they settle, they will obviously not dry out, but they will dry a little bit. Okay, so if you order now, you should get the freebie stencil, yeah, because every order gets a freebie stencil. It is strange, Lindsay, isn't it? These are very different. These are very, very different. And pigment ink is not normally for fine detail, is it? Okay, so you can heat set both of these. The pigment, if you want to use your alcohol markers, you can heat set that and you can use it, okay? So what I'm going to show you now, blending is always going to be the paler ink. Look, if I go for the red one as well, look, show you the red one, pigment. That colour looks lighter because you've got that white chalky element within it, okay? Right. Now, they stack as well, which is great. Now, you'll know the pigment because it's got a white base and a clear lid. All right. The dye and pigment mix has got black base and a black lid. All right. So let's start. Let's put the lid on the pigment for the moment. And I'm just going to show you with this blending ink. Obviously, I've gone and picked the Deep Ocean, which is the darkest blue, which was a really stupid thing to do. But do you know what? Doesn't matter really. We're going to go for it. And I've not picked up a brush for blue. So let me grab my blue brush. And pick up a brush that's got a bit of blue on it. Now, when I'm going to show you the difference when you do it without dabbing off, okay? That's going to confuse me, Lisa. That's blending for embossing. That's going to confuse me, Lisa. That's it. The blending for me. Blending for embossing powders. Yes, the blending for embossing powders. Write on them when you get them. Now look, this ink is dark. You don't think it is, but I'm going to do it here to show you. If I go straight onto here, that is dark. All right. Straight on, it's dark. Okay. If you tap off first, which is what I recommend, because they're new inks, tap off and now do over here. And you can see it's much lighter. All right. But now I'm going to grab that ink anyway, and I'm going to pop it over here. So this is the blending ink. Tap off first. Build colour. Tap off first. I'm going to keep saying it on air. Tap off first. Right. Lift that up. Can you see the difference by tapping off? All right. I would recommend separate brushes really for your pigment and your blending, definitely. Definitely. Having said that, I'm rubbish and I don't adhere to that rule very often. But I kind of give them a wipe off, but you should really, because they're a different kind of ink. Now, I'm going to pick up a blending brush now and I'm going to show you the pigment. The pigment is not really meant to blend, but it does. I don't know why, but it does. It blends beautifully. If you want a if you only want to blend, get the blending inks. If you want to do other things, pigment, okay? They're all going to have their place. You're going to replace the blending inks more than you're going to replace the pigment, because I think you'll probably use bigger areas with the blending inks, all right? So look, I'm going to grab this blue. Now look at the depth of colour on the blue. So you can see, even though it looks different, it is the same colour. Now, with this, it goes a long way, all right? So now, even on the dark blue, if I want to give a bit more detail, I absolutely can. Look at that. So that is pigment straight on the top of a blending ink. So you're going to get a ton of use out of all of these. So I'm going to do that there. So you see that. You'll notice that in a minute. I'm even going to pick that up and I'm going to do that over here. So if you want to do some blending as well and get an even greater depth of colour, darker than your original coloured ink, you can absolutely do that by adding these pigments. So if I pick that up from there, look at this. Look at how dark that is compared to what is in the blending ink. But look, it's still blending. Look, it's still blending. So they both have a use, all right? So look, I'm just going to show you what on the dark, well, we did the dark blending ink, and I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to go like that. So you can still see, you can blend. Do you see what I mean now? They both have their use. If you just want to blend and do nothing else, go for the blending inks. If you want to stamp, then I would suggest you go for pigment. If you want to use, which is the hybrid, the pigment are the ones if you want to stamp, and then if you want to heat set, then you can use your alcohol markers, okay, even though it's a pigment ink. So I'm going to put the lid on those, and I'm going to bring in a second stencil just to show you the pink. All right, this is not in any kind of order. So I'm going to bring in the pink and show strawberry sundae, sorry, not the pink, strawberry. So this is like not a dark red, it's a light red. I didn't want a heavy red because I didn't want it to resemble Christmas too much. So let's bring in our blending brush. So again, what I'm going to say to you, blending ink, I want you tapping off. I want you tapping off, and I'm going to show you if you don't. If you don't tap off, this is what you're going to get, okay? It's going to be too heavy. If you do tap off, it's much lighter and much softer, all right? So just get into the habit of tapping off if you've got a heavy colour. You might want it heavy. You might want to go in heavy. You really might, but you can see how beautiful they work, all right? Now, I can now leave it like that. Glorious. But that's the darkest I'm going to get that. So what I can now do, if I really want to, I can bring in that stencil brush with that pigment ink if I want to, all right? And I look now, put down. So now, even on the darkest area, I can still get myself an extra bit of depth. See that? So it's now for you to decide, are you going to want to create extra depth and have the option of the pigment inks for your stamping? Do you just want to blend? Do you just want to blend? You might just want to blend, you know. So there are options for you. Look at that. It's beautiful. The blue, the colours are outstanding. I have to say, they are absolutely glorious. So again, it's one of those. The pigment ink, I find, so you've got your lighter colours as well in your pigment ink. Now, I found that the yellow, maybe I wouldn't use that quite as much as the others because I wouldn't do so much stamping. But when I popped that in the centre of my flowers, it made the yellow, rather than being a matte yellow, it made it bounce, you know. It gives you just the most beautiful, beautiful results. Now, the blending inks, you can add water. So let me show you a sample. This is for a class I'm doing, but no, I can't show you that. I'm not allowed to show you that. So what you can do, if I do this, let me just grab, this isn't going to be the best way of doing this at all, but let me just do this. I just do this, right? And this is definitely not the best way, but you will see in a minute. I'm trying to get the ink in the right, can't get it on the right bit, on there, hang on. Let me put my ink on there, there we go. So now you're going to get your kind of oxidization happen as well with these as well, because what you can then do is just pull this off. This is, again, do you see what I mean? Because it's a blending water-based ink, it pulls out your colour as well. So you're going to get some great, great results. Not so much on the pigment. It kind of doesn't do what the blending ink does. So they are both cool. Both cool. So it's entirely up to you. They might be for you, they might not be for you. I will be using these regularly with all my products, and so then I'll be able to say to you, this is what I use, this is what you need to achieve the results I do. But it doesn't mean to say you cannot achieve good results with all the inks you already have. Now, last thing I want to tell you about is this beauty, which is not on the telly. I'm going to get asked, I know I am. It is not on the telly. This is going to be on my website. Not yet. Not yet. It's going to be the 2nd of September. Okay. We're doing a special release with a bundle, and these will be on my website. This is highly detailed, fast drying ink. Works with alcohol markers and watercolors, only in a black. Only in a black. The detail is incredible. It's meant to be white around the edge. It is meant to be like that. It is beautiful, beautiful quality, and I'll be demonstrating that on the show, okay, on the 2nd of September when I do that. Dye-based and water-resistant, fast-drying. It's watercolours, archival quality as well, so that's great. Okay, so that's everything. Let me just turn you back. So there was a lot to take in. Inks, if you don't want them, that's absolutely fine. You can get them at the end of October. Once you've seen people using them and see how they fare with them, they're very easy to use, very blendable. So you get a yellow, orange, green, pink, red, blue, purple, grey, and teal, and pale blue. Okay, so you get lots of colours. All right, that's those. We've got obviously the embossing folders and dies and stencils. We've got the free gift that comes with them. We have got some back in stock items. Once it's gone items. And don't forget, you're going to have that other option, which is going to be the, like the 12 days of Christmas, that they've got a different product each day. So there's that offer as well. What I was going to tell you, probably loads, but probably things I'm going to forget. But we can chat again about that next week. So I am going to let you go now. Hopefully I've given you enough information to make an informed decision, what you want, what you don't want. Grab what you can. Nothing is coming back on extended delivery, be aware. Okay. Times again, Wednesday 4 p.m, 8 p.m, 8 a.m, and then 10 a.m, 11 a.m, 1 p.m, 2 p.m. on Craft Extra with a different show, which is pretty much a sale show. Okay, so make sure you tune in. We are going to do the giveaway. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, has Dawn messaged me? So, Dawn, I'll check the September dates. I might have given you the wrong dates for September. Ignore September dates. I can't remember what I said. The winner of tonight's giveaway is Shirley Brown. Congratulations, Shirley. There will be an amazing prize coming your way. Please message Dawn Söderfield for me, and she will make sure she gets all your details to me, and I will get it posted out to you next week. It might be the end of next week because I've got a very busy week, but I will do so. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. It's always good to do this because it gives you a chance to make an informed decision what you do want and what you don't want, and it gives you a chance to think about it as well, doesn't it? So have a lovely weekend, everybody. I will see you on the telly Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and then back here for a live on Friday, demoing some of the products that you may have got Wednesday and Thursday. All right, take care. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.